to the girls, the gays, the theys, and everyone else. You are listening to Radio Honk by Sealestial Productions, written by Sophie Lavender for the BBC's My Little Radio Show. Featuring the voices of Sophie Lavender, Owen Lewis, and Joshua Barrington. Turn up your wireless to 11 and prepare to get your blubber tickled. First up on BBC Radio Honk, to bring in some cheer to the new year, we have a spot of stand-up, but make sure you're sat down for this. Content warning is rather feisty.
Shalom, shalom. How is everyone this fine, whatever time it is? As time has lost all meaning. The pros of being able to stay at home is that you can spend all day in your pants, but the cons of staying at home is when your Royal Mail parcels arrive and you realise you have to answer the door in your pants. It is during that time you realise if you have a naked neighbour or you are the naked neighbour, and Betty next door is always dressed up. Another nice thing about being able to spend time indoors is not having to deal with the inconvenience that is other people. And on that note, I would like to extend my sympathies to all key workers who are the backbone of our society and the frontline defence against idiots. The guy at the co-op trying to make sure shoppers are leaving room for Jesus, to the bus drivers who ensure their passengers are wearing their mandatory face panties, and the heroic nurses and doctors that are now working hard to download the good stuff in our veins so we can all laugh about it in the pub, come what may. And don't worry, there won't be any microchips in the vaccine that track all your personal information for the government. That's what your national insurance number is for. But Sophie, you ask, what about your location being tracked? Well, buddy, wait till you hear about mobile phones. Trust me, if you've ever used the loo on an East Midlands train, you don't need to worry about what's in them vaccines. It always confuses me why someone would even object to the science. As if a scientist who has spent a decade gaining qualifications is going to know less than our mighty Karen who gets all of her info off Facebook. If it is you, how about instead of reading QAnon forums, go to B&Q and sit on the shelf if you want to be an absolute tool. This past year had such a massive impact on the British way of life that it even ended the DFS sale. But at least they didn't make my school nurse the health secretary, otherwise we would all have been sent back to our desks with wet paper towels on our arms. But sadly, we must declare a minute's silence for all that I've lost during the pandemic. I lost my job, being able to see my grandma, and all the respect I had for J.K. Rowling. I miss seeing my friends, having hugs, birthdays, weddings, but most of all, I miss the person I was before I downloaded TikTok. Well, when my grandma was 24, she had a job, a house, 2 kids and a husband. Now I'm 24 and all I have is depression. So I asked my doctor, why am I so depressed? And he said I was lacking vitamin G and T. He also recommended exercise, and I'm so good at the cross trainer I need anger management. He then said to try meditate, so I bought myself a giant crystal to get me in the mood. I found it best banishes the negativity in the room by hitting my boss on the head with it. Having back problems wouldn't be so bad if every time I snapped my back, I lit up like a glow stick. And if I don't see you soon, I'll see you in therapy.
Do you hate the way you look in the mirror? Throw it away! Bad hair day? Shave it all off! Someone call you ugly? Punch them! Punch them too hard? Hide the body! Haven't got a shovel? No problem. Come on down to Pushing Up Daisy's Garden Centre, and if you buy 2 shovels, we'll throw in the cable ties and an alibi absolutely free! pushing up Daisy's garden centre suspiciously good.
I bet you wish you bought our tenner lady pants now.
Have you recently found yourself climbing the walls, experiencing the feeling like your head is spinning? Have you been playing with Ouija boards, sleepovers, or trading tarot cards and got possessed with a demon you didn't want or need? Claim your soul back today with Gravestone Spooks. There's no hidden costs or fees. If we don't win your soul back, you won't have anything else left. Get the expert at Gravestone Spooks to get your soul back. If you think you have a claim, call one of our priests today on 0800 666 1313 and escape eternal damnation now.
If you could see what I could see, then you'd see what I can see. And what I can see is what you could see, if you could. But you won't, because you can't afford it. Poundland.
Beans. Good for your heart. The more you eat, the more your life is torn apart by crippling depression. Because she isn't coming back. No matter how many beans you eat, your heart will never heal. No amount of Heinz can replace the damage she has left behind. But at least you can fart now, without holding it in, and waiting until she's no longer around. Which is good, because beans. Beans means Heinz.
Welcome to Radio Honk News with Ivor Big Mouth. The time is irrelevant. Today's headlines. BuzzFeed HQ has run out of toilet paper and has resorted to using own articles. Boris Johnson breathes in the direction of Brussels, enraging Brexiteers up and down the country. Grimsby man finds the will to live this Monday morning before starting his shift at McDonald's. Warning to all children today, as after decades of lies, a school pupil has finally broken their neck swinging back on a chair. 50p land has officially gone bust. Millennials claim it's too expensive, and many believe trading Pokemon cards is a far more efficient form of currency. We ask, what would you trade a shiny Charizard for? Get in touch on Twitter with hashtag ShinyShinyBoy. In sport news now, several men have been playing with their balls, either by kicking them, throwing them, hitting them with tennis rackets, or using long, super ladle-shaped sticks to hit them into holes. Whoever, as usual, has best control of the balls wins. In other sport news, a father and son have started an interesting competition to see who had it worse growing up, kicking off the household Pain Olympics. For today's weather now, I bring good news as the sun has finally come out, though his parents have known for years. Be sure to be on the lookout for rainbows. My name is Ivor Big Mouth, and that was your hourly news on Radio Honk. With an arrogant presenter who likes the sound of his own voice, his wife left him, and she took the kids. On BBC Radio Honk, Chakra Khan presents Find Your Chill, the UK's new favourite source of ASMR, free from the annoying tapping, but full of sensual whispering.
Hello there everyone, my name is Chakra Khan and you are listening to Find Your Chill, the UK's new favourite source for ASMR. Today we'll be looking at the one true way to manifest bliss, so please make sure you're sitting comfortably, because the universe is a bus that waits for no one. Close your eyes if you aren't driving, and throw away anything you know about Brexit. It's probably not going to be fully sorted anytime soon, so why worry? Throw away all the sarcasm you face today, all the sassy comments, and people who think they're better than you. You'll always be the best, for you are here, and they're missing out on this immersive experience. Recycle any negative energy, and turn it into a new plastic straw. A plastic straw that isn't currently massacring a family of turtles. Imagine, with all your eyes still closed, not you, Gary, keep your eyes on the road, the smell of a freshly baked pastry from Greg's. Imagine Danny DeVito telling you how proud he is of you, whilst the partner of your dreams gives you a foot rub. You can make that as saucy as you want, I don't care. You enter the totally chill dude realm. I want you to visualise someone you don't like going to the bank and finding out they're in a £10,000 overdraft they can't get out of, while simultaneously stubbing their toes at the desk and on every object they walk past as they leave, before, and this is the best bit, being grabbed and eaten by a gorilla who gave up bananas for Lent. As you grow deeper, with your eyes still closed, I want you to not notice the trained hamster currently whizzing around your pockets and handbags, stealing your wallets. He is an illusion, much like how having a wallet is now. And finally, I want you to imagine you are your favourite colour, and inside you're made of chocolate. You are a smartie in a room full of other smarties, which at this point is now a packet of Smarties. Doesn't that feel great? Thank you for listening. And if you haven't found your chill, try checking where you last placed your marbles.
BBC Radio Blue.
Upon a night so cheery, while I laughed at a conspiracy theory over many a daft and curious tweets of ridiculous lore, while I cackled, hands by slapping, suddenly there came a tapping, as of someone loudly nagging at my chamber door. "What do you want?" I muttered, nagging at my chamber door, not in the mood to do another chore. And the piercing, bad exertions of an old woman for certain bugged me, filled me with an inconvenience never felt before. So that now the art of defeating me kick-starts, I sat retreating.
"'Tis laundry needs taking down that's been dumped at your bedroom door. The dishwasher needs emptying, and we need more milk from the store. This is it and nothing more."
Presently her voice grew stronger, like the wife of a fishmonger. "Sue," said I, "my missus, mind your own business, I implore. For the fact is I was chilling, and so loudly you came tapping, and so rudely you came nagging at my chamber door. No need to shout, for sure I heard you, calling from the kitchen floor. I'll be down with clothes, and nothing more." Back into my chamber turning, the need for peace and quiet yearning. Soon again I heard a nagging, somewhat louder than before.
"Surely,"
said she,
"surely you don't expect me to do all of this? There's ironing, then on my list there's walking a Labrador. Some socks to go upstairs to be folded in the drawer. This is it and nothing more."
Then this angry bird beguiling a to-do list so quickly piling. In the grave I will be soon decaying after all of these chores.
"Is the rest of the hoovering then you?"
she said.
Art a garden, take out bins, wipe the basins, begin tidying from the night before, and side the bike out from the hallway, or it's an eyesore.
Quaff I to the maiden. Any more?
Sad part. Sad for you, that is. Because it's time for me to go make that cup of tea one's been craving. We must bid you farewell until we are back on the air. If you liked this show, please do get in touch with the BBC and request more content that's witty for your kitty. Don't stop your pursuit until you've seen the manager. This has been Radio Honk by Sealestial Productions. Written by Sophie Lavender with the voices of Sophie Lavender, Owen Lewis and Joshua Barrington. Sealestial Productions, tickles your blubber.